It's the end of Boruto. The time skip is finally here. Boruto, the manga, will be on hiatus for 3 months as we jump into Boruto Shippuden, I believe. So this was an incredibly interesting chapter, a lot of information here to dissect and break down. Most notably, and this is pretty cool, Sasuke will be running away with Boruto, will be training him and keeping him safe for the entirety of the time skip, meaning that when we return to the very first episode of Boruto, seeing Boruto face off against qasuaI, he will have been fully trained by Sasuke, so we can expect some incredible power-ups from him, interesting skills, and obviously he's going to be able to use the karma like a seasoned pro. Naruto and Hinata are still sealed away in this other dimension. We actually do get to see a little clip of them. It looks like they're asleep, so I was hoping that Naruto would be able to train in this other dimension, and by the time that he came out, he'd be like God mode, but that's seemingly less the case, unfortunately. We also get the answer as to what Momoshiki's plan is to take over Boruto. Although he said he couldn't take over Boruto's body anymore, it appears that there is still a way, which we find out in this chapter and we'll get into in a little bit. And additionally, Sarada awakens the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is a total bunch of BS. I got a lot to say on that one. That's coming up right after this. This video is brought to you by FanHome, officially licensed to create beautiful, handcrafted figurines of all your favorite stories, including Naruto, Star Wars, Marvel, and more. Become the next Hokage with the most iconic characters of the Naruto Shippuden universe. They sent me boxes full of these beautiful figurines. I think my favorite one here is Kurama. It's so well made and like heavy and sturdy. These figurines are hand painted and crafted in-house, so you won't find these designs anywhere else. There's 4 different special figures for Naruto through all of his forms, and all of my subscribers will get a special gift if you click the link in the description and get started with FanHome today. Not to mention, each box from FanHome comes with various magazines and packets explaining the story of the character, their powers and abilities, and even comes with a juicy poster. So use the link in the description to get started with FanHome today, or Orochimaru will bite ya with a snake. So as we come off the end of the last chapter where Ada had used her god powers, her shinjutsu, to rewrite reality and make Boruto the villain, basically replacing the memories of all of the Leaf Village of qasuaI and Boruto, making Boruto the outsider who killed the Hokage, and qasuaI is the son of Naruto, the one who mastered the Rasengan, but most notably, Shikamaru and Mitsuki are chasing after Boruto. They want to kill him. They think that Naruto is dead at the hands of Boruto, but there are a few ninja who are resistant somehow to Ada's god jutsu, one of them being Sasuke's daughter Sarada, the other being the class rep. And we don't know why they're resistant to it yet. In fact, it doesn't really make sense. The only ones that should be resistant to it are other Otsutsuki, like perhaps Boruto and qasuaI. That's the whole reason that Ada is like in love with them, is because they're resistant to her powers. But that doesn't make sense to me. Why in the heck Sarada, of all people, is resistant to it? If you guys have an idea, leave it in the comments down below. So we finally get to see Naruto and Hinata. It looks like they're asleep in this other dimension with all of those cubes and rods that qasuaI and Ishiki use as attacks. It's like some storage dimension, and qasuaI says, I will release them once Code and Boruto have both been dealt with. And of course, his entire plan is just to keep Naruto safe. Now, something interesting happens here. qasuaI pisses off Ada and Damon, saying that, get off me, brat, I'll kill you. And Ada's actually going to start believing that qasuaI's really just a coward for doing this, for asking this of her. Sasuke finally returns and meets up with his daughter, and he isn't immune to Ada's powers, but he thinks that something fishy is going on. And Sarada, who is immune to the powers, is pleading with her father, Papa Sasuke, listen to me, something weird's going on. Meanwhile, Boruto is defending himself against all of the Leaf Ninja and his friends, essentially. He's starting to realize what qasuaI's been dealing with now that he is the enemy of the state. He understands how lonely it is and how qasuaI has grown up with this. He's gonna kind of have a realization later on, but first we have to get to Sarada waking up Papa Sasuke explaining that something strange is going on, everyone's been duped, Boruto would never kill his father. And that's when she awakens the Mangekyo Sharingan. Like, what? She's a child. So I saw something really funny on Twitter. People were comparing this to the tingling feeling in the back of the Universe 6 Saiyans in Dragon Ball Super, how they just achieved Super Saiyan like such BS. As you remember, for all the key ninja that achieved the Mangekyo Sharingan, they had to kill either their partner, their friend, their older brother, and then Sarada is just crying and she just awakens it. So I call total BS on this. This is nonsense. She didn't really have to work for it at all. It's a crazy OP ability. And if the Mangekyo Sharingan was the reason that she wasn't affected by Ada's God Jutsu, then Sasuke should have it as well, but he doesn't. Please run this down for me. Did I miss something in the filler episodes? Because this makes absolutely zero sense to me unless the Mangekyo Sharingan is in Sasuke's DNA, it's in his balls now, and when he had a baby, she just got it early somehow. I mean, the amount of trials and tribulations that the adult male characters have to go through to get a power, and then the kids get it so easily, it's just very similar to everybody getting Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Super now, when Goku and Vegeta and Gohan had to go through hell in order to achieve it. Back to the chapter, sorry about the rant, but I just had to get that off my chest. Boruto reawakens his karma, and he starts to communicate with Momoshiki. And long story short, what we learn is that Momoshiki wants Boruto to lose his will to live. If he just simply gives up, Momoshiki can then take over. But Momoshiki completely underestimated Boruto's resolve. And we'll get into that in a little bit, because first, Sasuke flies through and rescues Boruto, grabbing him by the collar and just yanking him away. Sasuke explains his first memories of meeting Boruto, but he's explaining it as meeting Kawaki. And he's telling Boruto that's who Kawaki is according to my mind, confirming Ada's powers, that his memories have been switched. And that really pisses off Sasuke, because now he doesn't know who or what to trust. He can't even trust himself. But he trusts his daughter, and he also sees that Boruto is wearing the headband that he gave to Kawaki, and that doesn't make any sense, so he's pretty sure that something weird is going on here, and he definitely trusts his daughter. Why would you be wearing the headband that I gave Kawaki, which was really Boruto? So this also gives us a flaw in Ada's god power. If your memories can be switched, but some people are immune, and also you have memories tied to particular objects, why does one person have an object, a special object you gave to someone, why does someone else have that now? That would definitely start to mess with you, and Sasuke, the genius that he is, has pretty quickly come to terms with this. And this also pisses off Momoshiki, because he doesn't want Sasuke, of all people, helping Boruto. And Boruto notices that Momoshiki is actually panicking. He's raising his voice, he's being all chatty. Usually he's super calm, and he knows that he's gonna eventually take over Boruto in the end. But Boruto here, now that he's lost everything, which is what Momoshiki told him, isn't really that affected by it. He has such powerful resolve in him that it's driving Momoshiki crazy, because he's supposed to be giving up at this point. He's supposed to lose everything, become the enemy of the village, all his friends turn on him, his father's gone, and he's supposed to just give up on life so Momoshiki can take over, but that's not working. And that's what's frustrating and scaring the hell out of Momoshiki, is he may just simply exist in this ghost form inside Boruto forever. Now, something else interesting happens. Ada and Damon come meet up with Boruto and Sasuke, and Ada tells us that it wasn't even really her intention to rewrite reality like this. It just kind of happened. She just wanted to please and make Kawaki happy so badly that her Sharingan triggered, her Shinjutsu happened, she rewrote reality, and she's realizing that Kawaki, who likes this, is more of a coward than an honorable man. And so I think she's actually starting to fall more in love with Boruto now, seeing as he's not terrified that the entire world's been flipped upside down. Instead, he's being courageous and stoic. He's realizing that this is how Kawaki has felt his entire life, and Sasuke is saying that's also how Naruto lived. Like, he was the outsider, nobody liked him, and he was also the enemy, but through proving himself through his own actions, through tremendous trials and tribulations, he gained the respect of the entire village and in turn eventually became Hokage. And now finally Boruto, who's lived a life of love and family, is going to have to experience that same life of hardship that Kawaki and Naruto had. So he promises he's going to leave the village with Sasuke, he's going to get stronger, one day he will return and he'll put an end to Kawaki and Code, hence the time skip. So basically all the questions we had from episode 1 have been answered, except where is Sasuke and why is the Leaf Village destroyed? But for the most part, we get it now. But I'm not sure what Code is going to be doing during this entire time skip. He has his limiter unlocked, he has an army of Jubi soldiers, so wouldn't he attack? Why is he being patient? Why is he waiting? Well, his other android friends have turned on him. Maybe he's a little scared of them. I mean, definitely Damon could beat him in a fight, it seems like. So maybe he's just sitting back waiting for the right opportunity. But yeah, interesting chapter. I'm glad this all came full circle and we got all the answers. Only issue I had was with Sarada awakening the Mangekyo Sharingan, but I like this that Boruto's gonna leave the village for X amount of years, train with Sasuke, and come back a powerhouse. Hopefully he'll come and he'll just kick Kawaki's butt, but who's gonna take on Code and the army of Jubi soldiers? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who's gonna fight Code and beat him? Thanks for stopping by today's video. No Boruto chapter for 3 months, but we may be getting some Naruto new animation, a revised animation of actual Naruto could be in the works. Be on the lookout for that one. I'm Mastar, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.